Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into a detailed tutorial on analyzing your assignment using code examples. This is a crucial skill for any programmer, as it allows you to break down complex problems, identify key requirements, and translate them into well-structured, testable code. Part 1, Understanding the importance of analysis. Before we get into specific code examples, let's emphasize why this step is so vital. Clarity and focus. Analyzing your assignment helps you understand exactly what's being asked of you. It eliminates ambiguity and prevents you from going down the wrong path. Problem decomposition. Large problems are daunting. Analysis allows you to break them down into smaller, more manageable sub-problems. This divide and conquer approach is fundamental to software development. Early detection of issues. Identifying potential roadblocks or edge cases early on saves you significant time and frustration later. You can address these issues strategically before you're deep into the implementation. Planning and design. Analysis informs your design decisions. You can determine the necessary data structures, algorithms, classes, and functions before writing a single line of code. A well-designed solution is easier to maintain, debug, and extend. Testability. By understanding the requirements clearly, you can define meaningful test cases from the outset. This leads to more robust and reliable code. Communication. A well-analyzed assignment facilitates communication with your instructor or team members. You can articulate your understanding of the problem, your proposed solution, and any questions you have. Part 2, The analysis process, step by step. Let's break down the analysis process into a series of steps, using a hypothetical assignment as an example. Hypothetical assignment, simple inventory management system. Description. Design and implement a simple inventory management system that allows a user to add items to an inventory, update item quantities, and search for items. The system should store item names and their corresponding quantities. Provide a basic command line interface for user interaction. Step 1. Read and understand the assignment requirements. Keywords. Inventory management, add items, update quantities, search, item names, quantities, command line interface. Core functionality. Adding items, updating quantities, searching for items. Data. Item names, strings, quantities, integers. User interface. Command line interface. Storage. How the inventory data will be stored, implicitly needs some form of storage. Step 2, Identify use cases / user stories. Think about the actions a user might want to perform. These can be expressed as use cases or user stories. Use case 1. Add new item. The user wants to add a new item to the inventory, specifying the item name and initial quantity. Use case 2. Update existing item quantity. The user wants to increase or decrease the quantity of an existing item in the inventory. Use case 3. Search for item. The user wants to search for an item by name and view its quantity. Use case 4. Display inventory. The user wants to see a list of all items and their quantities. Use case 5. Exit the system. The user wants to quit the inventory management system. Step 3. Data structures and data requirements. Data structure. A dictionary, or hash map, is a good choice to store item names as keys and quantities as values. This allows for efficient searching. Alternatively, a list of objects, with item name and quantity attributes, could be used, though searching might be less efficient. Asterisk data types asterisk item names, strings, quantities, integers. Asterisk error handling asterisk consider what happens if the user enters invalid input, example a non-integer quantity, an item name that already exists, or trying to update an item that doesn't exist. Step 4, Algorithm/logic. Asterisk add item asterisk. 1. Get item name and quantity from the user. 2. Check if the item already exists in the inventory. Asterisk if it exists, display an error message. Asterisk if it doesn't exist, add the item name as a key and the quantity as its value in the dictionary. 3. Display a confirmation message. Asterisk update quantity asterisk. 1. Get the item name and quantity change from the user. 2. Check if the item exists in the inventory. Asterisk if it doesn't exist, display an error message. Asterisk if it exists, update the quantity by adding the quantity change to the existing quantity. 3. Display a confirmation message. Asterisk search item asterisk. 1. Get the item name from the user. 2. Check if the item exists in the inventory. Asterisk if it exists, display the item name and its quantity. Asterisk if it doesn't exist, display an error message. Asterisk display inventory asterisk. 1. Iterate through the dictionary of items and their quantities. 2. Display each item name and quantity in a formatted way. Step 5, Code outline, skeleton code. Based on the analysis, we can create a basic code outline. This is not fully functional code, but it provides a structure and helps guide the implementation. We'll use Python for the example. Step 6, Error handling and edge cases. Asterisk invalid input asterisk what if the user enters a non-numeric value for the quantity? Asterisk item already exists, add prevent adding duplicate items. Asterisk item not found, update/search handle cases where the item doesn't exist. Asterisk negative quantity asterisk consider if negative quantities are allowed, and what they mean, example back orders. You might need validation. Part 3, Code examples, filling in the skeleton. Now, let's fill in the skeleton code with more detailed examples, focusing on error handling and clarity. Key improvements in the code examples asterisk. Asterisk error handling asterisk includes checks for empty item names, invalid quantity input, non-integers, items that already exist, add, and items not found, update/search. Asterisk input validation asterisk ensures that quantities are non-negative where appropriate. Strip is used to remove leading/trailing spaces from input. Asterisk clear error messages asterisk provides informative error messages to the user. Asterisk readability asterisk code is well commented and uses descriptive variable names. Asterisk with e-space handling asterisk uses item_name.strip to handle cases where the user might accidentally enter leading or trailing spaces. Part 4, Testing. Thoroughly testing your code is essential. Create a set of test cases that cover all the use cases and edge cases identified during the analysis phase. Asterisk test case 1, add a new item with a valid quantity. Asterisk test case 2, add a new item with an invalid quantity, example a string. Asterisk test case 3, add a new item with a negative quantity. Asterisk test case 4, attempt to add an item that already exists. Asterisk test case 5, update the quantity of an existing item. Asterisk test case 6, update the quantity of an item that doesn't exist. Asterisk test case 7, search for an existing item. Asterisk test case 8, search for an item that doesn't exist. Asterisk test case 9, display the inventory when it is empty. Asterisk test case 10, display the inventory after adding several items. Asterisk test case 11, input item with spaces before or after. Part 5, Beyond the Basics, Considerations for More Complex Assignments. The principles of analysis remain the same, but the complexity increases with the assignment. Here are some additional factors to consider. Asterisk object-oriented design. Asterisk if the assignment requires you to use classes, spend time designing the classes, their attributes, and their methods. Use UML diagrams or similar tools to visualize the relationships between classes. Asterisk data persistence. Asterisk if the assignment requires storing data persistently, example to a file or database, you'll need to design the storage format and implement the necessary read/write operations. Consider file formats like CSV, JSON, or using a database, SQLite for simple cases. Asterisk user interface, GUI. If the assignment involves a graphical user interface, you'll need to choose a GUI framework, example Tkinter, PyQt, or web-based frameworks. Design the layout and user interactions carefully. Asterisk algorithms and data structures. Asterisk for assignments involving complex algorithms or data structures, carefully analyze the performance requirements. Choose the appropriate algorithms and data structures to meet those requirements. Understand the time and space complexity of your solutions. Asterisk concurrency and multithreading. Asterisk if the assignment involves concurrent operations, you'll need to manage threads or processes carefully to avoid race conditions and other concurrency issues. Asterisk testing frameworks. Asterisk for larger projects, use a testing framework, example Unitest in Python, to automate the testing process and ensure code quality. Example of a more complex analysis, assignment, library management system. Let's briefly outline the analysis of a more complex assignment. 1. Requirements. Asterisk manage books, borrowers, and loans. Track book titles, authors, ISBNs, and availability. Track borrower names, IDs, and contact information. Implement loan functionality, checkout, return. Potentially include fines for overdue books. 2. Data structures. Asterisk book class, title, author, ISBN, available, Boolean. Asterisk borrower class, name, borrower underscore ID, contact underscore info. Asterisk loan class, book, borrower, due underscore date, returned, Boolean. Asterisk library, list or dictionary, to store book objects. Asterisk borrowers, list or dictionary, to store borrower objects. Asterisk loans, list, to store loan objects. 3. Use cases. Asterisk add a new book. Asterisk register a new borrower. Asterisk check out a book. Asterisk return a book. Asterisk search for a book by title or author. Asterisk list all available books. Asterisk list all books borrowed by a specific borrower. Asterisk calculate fines for overdue books. 4. Algorithms. Asterisk search algorithms, example linear search, potentially indexing for faster searching. Asterisk date calculations for due dates and overdue fines. 5. Persistence. Asterisk how will the data be stored between program runs? Example CSV files, JSON files, SQLite database. By carefully analyzing the assignment, you can break it down into manageable pieces and design a well-structured, robust, and maintainable library management system. In conclusion, analyzing your assignment is not just a preliminary step, it's an integral part of the entire software development process. By dedicating time to understand the requirements, plan your solution, and identify potential issues, you'll set yourself up for success and produce high-quality code. Remember to practice this skill regularly, and don't hesitate to ask questions and seek clarification when needed. Good luck.